Now let us see the criteria for classification of plants. If the plant contains fruits, flower and seeds, that means the plant is a seed-bearing plant. And if the plant does not contain fruit, flower and seed, that means the plant is non-seed bearing plant. Now how do you write the first point? The first point says that criteria for classification of plants, the first point says that if plant do not bear fruits, flower and seeds, they are non-seed bearing plant. And if they bear fruit, flower and seeds, that means they are seed bearing plant. The second criteria of classification is the presence or absence of conducting tissue. When I say conducting tissue, that means xylem and phloem. Xylem will conduct water inside the plant and phloem will conduct food. So if it is present, that means the plant has conducting tissues, and if it absent, that means the plant does not contain conducting tissues. Now for example, we have pteridophyta, we have angiosperm and gymnosperm, they have conducting tissue. Whereas we have thallophyta and bryophyta, there is an absence of conducting tissue like xylem and phloem. Now how do you write this sentence? Presence or absence of conducting tissue, plants such as pteridophyta, gymnosperm and angiosperm which possess conducting tissue are called as vascular plants. Now how do you pronounce pteridophyta? Let us study that. Pteridophyta is pronounced as pteridophyta. Next, we are going to study about there are other divisions called as thallophyta and bryophyta which does not possess conducting tissues are included under non-vascular plant. Now the next point we are going to study, how do you classify, that is what are the criteria for the classification of plants. Let us study the next point, depending upon the presence and absence of seed, that is the seed present inside the fruit or the seeds are produced outside the fruit. If the seeds are produced inside the fruit, that means the plant is an angiosperm. And if the seeds are there outside the fruit, that means the plant is gymnosperm. That is the naked seeds, that is the visible seeds. Let us study that point in detail. Depending upon whether the seeds are enclosed in the fruit or not, plants are classified as gymnosperm, that means naked seeds, and angiosperm, that is seeds covered by the fruit. And if you see the seed structure, if you can cut the seed into two cots, that is called as dicotyledons. And if there is no cots, only one single cot, it is called as monocotyledons. So the next point says that depending upon the number of cotyledons in seeds, plants are classified into dicotyledons, that means two cots, as you can see in this image. And it's only one seed, that is one cot, that is called as single cot, also known as monocotyledons.